I've got to get Pepsi in me. Or not
Pepsi.
How did I go to? I don't even drink Pepsi. I don't even drink Pepsi. I had. Oh. Oh.
That would have been so
all right.
funny.
So, all right. Okay. So, are you cool with starting? So Samantha Lawhead. So, thank you so much for being on here. And I'm going to start with this because that's what I want to do. So I'm opening my Big Red because, of course, Sam's over here laughing at me when I dropped it over here on my table. So I'm trying to open it and I see like the foam coming up. So I'm like twisting it real fast. So I remember when I was in middle school that happening to me and I didn't want to look stupid. So like I had to close it real fast and hold like this because I didn't want it to spill on my clothes. Oh my gosh. So anyways, how are you?
I'm great.
You're great. So, hey, I have this question and it's not so much that I don't remember. It's that I know that people kind of change. What I mean by change is like when I was in school, I used to be called Robbie and I don't like being called that anymore. Like it's very embarrassing to me, but Robbie. And then I left out of Hillsborough area and then I was Robert for a little bit, like my real name. Mm-hmm. And then once I got to a Sam's Club, like one of the Sam's Club where there was a manager, Robert, that worked there. And I was also a manager. I had to change my name to Rob. So that's how I got Rob. So what do you like being called?
Well, now that there's still the other Samantha, but
Perez?
she's starting, yes,
Yeah,
but
sorry.
she's starting to be called Sam.
Okay.
I still like to be called Sam because that's always what I've been called, but I'm starting to try and use Samantha just so it's not as confusing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, and I guess, like, I don't know why I was going to sit there and say you shouldn't do that because that's what I did. You know what I mean? It's exactly what I did. But like, but you want to be called Sam. Like,
I like
because
I've always been called Sam.
Yeah, so just stick with it and then let everybody else that has a problem with it, because that's the thing. It's not so much that you have a problem with it, it's just everybody else has a problem with it. So just let them figure it out. I mean, like either they'll think they're talking about her or you or whatever. So I 100% think you should be called exactly what you want to be called. And especially since you've been called that your whole life. Mm-hmm. Like that's what I remember calling you. Like that's my thing. I remember, and that's what I want to get to in a second. I remember back when I first met you. Like, and I even met you before I was your teacher.
Yes.
I remember like it was like in a public type thing or something. Like I can't remember, your mom always brought you to stuff like that, whether it would be like down at the park type events or Walmart parking lot type events and stuff. So anyways, I've known you as Sam. So how are you? How is life? How is high school?
High school's dramatic. I've had 2 different boyfriends.
Okay.
One, do you remember Xander?
Yeah. I remember we talked about.
I dated him for a full year.
I know Xander. I never got to teach Xander. Mm-hmm. He was in Miss Stepp's class because Miss Stepp was, she was my teaching partner at that time. And so I never really got a chance to really meet him, like just talking in the hallways and stuff like that. And he was always real nice. Like, don't get me wrong, he was always really nice in the hallways and stuff, like joking around and really like, I don't know, just goofy.
Awkward.
No, I'm with you. So, all right. So do you want to talk about the other one? Or no?
The one I'm dating right now.
Okay, so that's
I'm
the thing.
currently dating this boy.
Hold on, is that the dude in the picture you sent me?
Yes, the last one.
Okay. So like I feel bad because you sent me those pictures. And here's the thing, and I say this all the time to all the people that I used to teach this in high school. Once y'all leave high school, I lose sight of what grade you're in, who you're dating, who your friends are. And when you sent me those pictures, I knew almost everybody, but there was a couple people I was like, I don't know.
Because I had one person that like moved here for a full year last year for my freshman year.
Okay.
Her name was Angie. And she's currently in Covington.
Covington. Okay. Yeah. That's where my mom used to be a superintendent at. So, okay, cool. So who's the other one then? Who's the other one that I probably wouldn't know that's on there?
Okay. His name is Nolan.
Okay. Nolan. Does he go to Hillsborough?
He does.
Okay. What grade is he in?
He's currently a freshman, but that's because he was homeschooled.
Yeah.
He's 16 though.
Okay. Yeah. I get it. Okay. So he's 16, freshman. So this is his first year at like the Hillsborough schools?
I believe so, yes.
Cool. So how long y'all been dating?
Okay. So recently there was a school dance for the high school.
Yep. I remember.
We got together then.
Okay.
And so it's only been like maybe a week and a half.
Okay. So I remember that dance because I think that's the same night that I talked to your mom at 7-Eleven. Yeah, because I think I texted you the next day and I was like, I didn't want to text you the night of the dance because I didn't want to like, you know, you got your own stuff that you want to do there. Like you don't need to be dealing with me. So so I remember her telling me you went to the dance. And if I remember right, like did you go there by yourself though? Or like did you go with him?
No, I went there by myself. Yes. We met.
Yes.
Like we had seen each other around the hall and we've talked a little bit. Yeah. We didn't really like meet each other.
Yeah.
So we met each other and we were messing with his ex because his ex wouldn't leave him alone. So I said, why don't you take a picture with a girl? And he's like, you down? I was like, oh yeah, let's do this.
That's so petty.
It is. So
okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And we sent it to her and the brother responded.
Uh-huh.
Keep in mind, the brother's like actually an adult.
Okay, yeah.
Bro was threatening Nolan. Like, dagger type threatening. Yes. So,
there's some characters in this world, that's for sure. Definitely some characters. So
and we were talking back and forth on Discord. And because Nolan's so dyslexic, I was typing.
Okay.
And we were just I was going back and forth with this man.
Okay. Man, like there's some different people in this world. So, all right. So Nolan, I need to meet Nolan then sometime.
Yes.
So I don't know. And that's the thing. Is there like any events or anything like that that's coming up that you're involved in or Nolan's involved in that like I could go see to like?
I mean, I'm usually at the games because I do photography for the yearbook.
Okay. So what games is it now? Well, I mean, really we're at track though right now, right?
Track and I think baseball's coming up.
Track and baseball. Okay. So you're going to be at the baseball games or some of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try and go because I like baseball.
No, I get it. I think I could like it again, but like I don't have time for sports. I just really don't. Like, I know that like you probably don't either because you're doing like for the photography, you're doing school in itself and you got your own personal life. So, I mean, I'm sure that you understand what being busy looks like. So, all right. So Nolan. All right. Nolan, 16. And we're going to look at his picture here in a second because I'm going to pull up some pictures and I won't share any on TikTok or I won't share any on this video or whatever that you don't want me to share, but I just want to be able to pull them up. So yeah. No. All right. So cool. So you're doing the photography thing. I remember talking to your mom that same night of the dance when we were at QT and she was talking about your birthday was coming up and stuff like that. But one thing that I asked her, what are you into? And she was saying photography. And I thought that was really, really cool because Melinda, Melinda, obviously she was here just a second ago, but I don't know if y'all really officially met. Did you and Melinda? Okay. So I apologize for that. But my wife, Melinda, she's big into photography. She has like really expensive like lens, like her camera, I don't know, maybe $1,000, $2,000, but she has a lens that's like $3,000. I know. But here's the thing, that's her love, that's her passion. So I think you understand, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not like we're just made of money. It's just every once in a while, like we might spoil ourselves. Like I might buy a MacBook. She might buy that lens, but the MacBook is for this and the lens is for what she wants to do. So no, that's really cool. That's really cool to know that you're into photography. So what is it that you like to do with photography? Like I know you do the sports and stuff, but that's kind of like maybe what you like and what you need to do for photography or whatever, like for the class, because it's for a class, right?
I'm not currently in that class. Okay. I'm volunteering, but I'm one of the main people doing it. Gotcha. Okay. So like what do you like to do with photography? Like if you were just given free time and a ride to wherever you want to go and you had a camera and all that stuff, where would you want to go take pictures? I just really like taking photos of scenery and people. Okay. Like really like taking like people. Okay. Like kind of, and I don't know the photography terms, but like people like when they're just in everyday life, like just kind of observing as a third party observer where they really don't even know that you're there kind of, so you can really get the genuine picture. Yeah. And I'm all about that. I love genuine, like being genuine and being honest and open and stuff like that. So that's really cool. All right, cool. So how's that going? Like, is there like a next step that you're trying to get to with photography, or like what's the next step for that? Well, I've already signed up for my classes next year where I'm going to be in the actual yearbook class. Okay. I'm trying to get my own camera. I'm currently just using the teacher's. I lost my train of thought.
No, you're good. That's perfect timing, because I remember right when you first got here and like you sat down and stuff like that, and we're kind of getting ready. I think that you thought maybe I noticed something about you or something. And you're like, well, I just took my medicine this morning, right?
Yes.
So like, all right, so that's my question. So, what medicine do you take, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I used to take Vyvanse, but that really didn't work out. So now I take Adderall.
Okay.
The Vyvanse made me violent.
Okay.
And I mean, like, very violent.
I remember your mom telling me that, and I hope that was okay that she shared that with me. But I remember her telling me that, and I get it. So the Adderall, how is it? Is it good? Is it bad? How do you like it?
It works well enough, but with my body and it trying to like work with it, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't.
So like when you say sometimes it works, sometimes it won't, like when it doesn't, what does that look like? Whenever it doesn't work for you, what do those days look like?
I'm just really happy.
You're really happy when it doesn't work?
And jumping off the walls.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the ADHD part, right? Okay. So like, that's my thing. Like, I know that, like we texted yesterday, and I know that you've had to have told me this before, but my memory's really bad. Like, I remember you as a person and who you're like, this kind of sounds bad, but like, it's like I know your heart. I know your heart and your soul, and I can remember certain things about like how we interacted before, but I don't remember like those kind of things. Like, if, say for instance, if you had your hair cut chin level all throughout junior high, I wouldn't have remembered that. You know what I mean? But no. So, okay. So ADHD, and you take Adderall. So I'll be honest with you. I took Adderall when I was younger, and I shouldn't have. Like, I was probably about your age. I took it when I was younger. It wasn't prescribed to me. I took it, and what I do know is it did not work for me. Like, I think that it helped me focus, but it also made it where I couldn't sleep. I'm talking about for 48 hours. Like, I couldn't sleep for 2 whole nights. I didn't ever want to eat. My stomach felt like that it had like 500 rubber bands around it. So it was like, we can't eat anything.
Yes.
And my body got weak and stuff like that. But the positive stuff was it helped me focus. So how does it, like, I saw you kind of like sit up or whatever when I said some of the stuff I said about Adderall. So like, what's your observations with Adderall?
I also can't eat, and fun fact, I didn't go to sleep till like 3 a.m. last night.
Yeah.
Also because I was excited.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's not cool because you didn't go to bed until 3 a.m. But no, it's okay that you have sleep deprivation. Yeah, that's completely fine. No, it's cool that you're excited. And I'm hoping it was excited just to come and talk to me, right? Or be on the podcast, I should say, and talk to me. Absolutely. So yeah, hey, I kind of skipped past this because we got to talking and stuff. And again, I can tell that like you might need a drink, so feel free. Like, take a break, take a drink and stuff like that, because I know under these lights and all this kind of stuff, your mouth gets dry. So, but anyways, I love that you grabbed those, and I had mine over here, and I was sitting there messing with it like this. So
that's so cute.
I love this one. So it's I think they call it the ugly green squeeze toy or something, ugly green monster. Goofy. But I think he's off of like a TV show, someone told me. But anyways, this is one of my fidgets. This is the one I keep at the house. I might take it in public. Like, if I go to Walmart and stuff, I always have a fidget on me. And it used to be like a small fidget, like these right here, like that I could just keep in my hand. So then when I'm walking, people don't notice something's in my hand, because the reason why I did that was because I was embarrassed. I thought that a 40-year-old man, so now 41-year-old man, shouldn't have a toy in public playing with it like he has the mind of, a child or something like that, right? Like, and it's not that. Like, I know it's not that. It's just I know how I've seen people handle situations with Hunter in public, where they kind of, they say something they shouldn't say, in my opinion, or they give him a dirty look, or us as parents a dirty look. But now I don't care. I truly don't. So every time I go into Walmart, I usually have my Nido Cube, or I'll have this for sure. Or I do like this one. This is probably my favorite one. Check that one out. So that one is the gumdrop, the Nido gumdrop. So it's the same consistency kind of as the Nido Cube, which I love, but it's got the little ridges, the texture. Oh my gosh. I can't remember the right words for stuff. I always call that like the sandpaper that's around it, but that makes sense. Texture. Yeah, texture around it, but like, it's really cool. So
that's awesome.
So anyways, I brought these two over here. You grab whichever one you want. It's yours to take with you. So this one is exactly like this one that's got these little boba type things in it. And then that's the Nido Cube. So one of them's to take with you, but while you're here, play with whatever you want to play with, because that's why I have them here, is because it's kind of like I collect pop figures. That's cool and great to sit on the wall. But like I also collect fidgets, and if I have them open like this, and I keep them clean, like I clean them like, you know, if I feel like that I need to, but I keep them right here. So when people come and talk to me, they can see if they like any of these, so they can go buy the one they want. So anyways, play with whatever you want to play with over there. Talked about your photography and art. So I kind of like, I think I left off on some of the ADHD stuff that I wanted to talk about. So when did you get diagnosed?
I don't know for sure, but I know that I was very young.
Okay.
And I had to start taking medicine like immediately. So I've been taking medicine for like a long time.
Like since elementary or since intermediate?
Yeah, elementary.
Okay. I know it's really hard for you to probably remember this, but like, do you remember how you were before you took the medicine?
I don't know. I can barely remember what happened last week.
That's me. That's 100% me. And I used to feel so bad for that, not remembering stuff. I used to feel so bad. And that's another, like, that's kind of really where I think I want this conversation to go to, is to see where your thoughts are on this. So, I've had a very difficult time in my life thinking that I'm good enough, like big part of my life. And I really didn't start embracing and loving myself until last year, when I started taking my ADHD medicine and realizing that some of the stuff that I was blaming myself for not being able to do as easily as someone that, and again, I know that people don't like this, but someone that has a normal brain, you know what I mean? And what I mean by normal, I just use that word because that's what the majority of the population, they think. It's a normal brain and a non-normal brain. But really what it is it's a neurodivergent brain, which is somebody with ADHD or autism or bipolar disorder, Tourette's. There's a lot of different things. Neurodivergent mind and a neurotypical mind. A neurotypical mind would be the normal, whereas neurodivergent is us. So with that being said, like I always felt the need to apologize for forgetting stuff, for cutting people off. And I get that. I should apologize, like if I'm interrupting somebody. But like I would make myself feel so bad that I was just doing these things and no one else around me was doing these things. And then people would make fun of me for doing those things, or they try to make me feel bad. I mean, literally, I was just watching on TikTok and I saw it again on a TV show that was about autism, that people with ADHD and autism get insulted over 20,000 more times than other kids whenever they're kids. Yeah. Because the neurotypical people, like they don't understand, and then they tend to judge what they don't understand. It clicked. I'm over here like the Dr. Phil type talk, and then you're like, ADHD. You're playing with that thing. How do you like that one?
It clicks.
Yeah, it's kind of broke a little bit. So what it does is, like, if you twist them, like you're twisting off a top to a cap, and it goes click, 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 like that, and it sounds kind of like a revolver, like when the barrel on a gun, a revolver is spinning. It's the same kind of stimulation. So yeah, I like that one a lot too. But I did drop it, and it kind of messed up one of the things. Yeah. This one is my all-time favorite pocket one. I don't know, this one may be an exception because this one was given to me by Addie Pledger. She gave that to me. Yeah, like maybe like a month or so ago, and I had her on a podcast about a week ago. But yeah, I love that one. I love that one because it sits in my pocket and it doesn't weigh that much, and I can still conceal it in my hand where people like don't have to see me if I'm in a meeting like messing with a fidget.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I found them
from where?
I think I found them on Amazon after she bought it for me because I wanted to see how much they were. Yeah, so Amazon. I think you can get like different brands make them and stuff, but like around $5, $5, $6, $7, something like that. But yeah, I don't know if Walmart sells them because I haven't seen them at Walmart.
I've never seen them.
But yeah, that one's a definite. It's a definite, man. It's like ethanol, but it's like for people when they're trying to say definite. Yeah, it is definitely a really cool fidget. So yeah.
Awesome.
Do you have fidgets?
I do. In my old backpack, I have like a bag full of them. I don't carry them this year just because I didn't put them in my backpack. And I don't have the room because I'm still a pack rat. I really liked playing with them and messing around, and it did help me. And I think I do carry like a fidget spinner in my purse somewhere. But I just didn't, like you said, I didn't want to be like made fun of for like playing with it in class or get in trouble.
Oh, so yeah, I'm glad you said that. So one thing that I have recognized is that either teachers don't do a good enough job themselves, or administration at schools and school districts don't do a good enough job teaching. But like you said, like you feel like you get made fun of or get in trouble. Just this year, I heard a teacher that was getting onto kids for messing with these in their class, and instead of addressing the kid that was causing the issue that was distracting, they just like said, "Oh, no more of these." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Are you serious? Like, do you not understand? If you read some students' documentation, they are allowed to have those whenever they want." You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what bothers me, is because sometimes I think teachers think that you just want this because it's a toy and you're just distracting others, and they don't realize that it's a need. It is an accommodation that is on paperwork. They can get in trouble if they're going to make it a big deal. So like, have you ever had like, and I don't want you to name names or anything like that, teachers, but like, have you ever had a teacher that didn't understand at all, like that you're different, you know what I mean? Not bad. Like, did you?
Oh, I can name names and I don't care.
No, please don't though. Please don't, because like, you know why.
I don't think she's here anymore. Yeah. But I was messing with my scissors and like a week before like school ended, and she took them, and I'm still so mad about that.
Yeah. And then that like, and I guess I can kind of see a small point of view from the other person's side, just because they're scissors. That's it. Just because they're scissors.
And it's not even that I was spinning them. Yes. No, I was going like this and they were facing me.
Yeah. Yeah. Just cause, I 100% get that. And like, that's just from a safety standpoint. And that's one thing that I've identified with my autism, is that I'm able to see both sides of every situation very, very good. And then if I sit there and can prove in my head the other person was wrong, then that's when I get really passionate. And now I'm like, nope, you messed up. You're going to own your stuff. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I can see the teacher's perspective, maybe because they're scissors, but I also, more importantly, can see your perspective because you needed that to stem. You needed that to stem. That's a fidget. That's what fidgets are for. They're allowing you to stem, so you're not jumping up out of your chair and going, woo, 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 like this, like, or playing karate with Madison in the back of the head, just in the living room when she's not paying attention. But like, it's because that is distracting, but these aren't distracting. You know what I mean? This is helping you do what you need to do, but without like karate chopping everybody in the classroom.
And I was doing my work too, and it was just in my hand. Mm-hmm. I was doing very well, and she was like, "Give me those." I was like,
man, I hate that. I'm sorry. Like, and here's the thing. I'm sorry because we should hold ourselves to a higher standard as teachers. But no, we should hold ourselves to a higher standard. What I mean by that is, yes, the pay sucks. Yes, there's not enough appreciation for teachers. Absolutely not. When I say that, I'm not talking about the parents. Oh, I get tons of love all the time from parents and from kids. We don't get the appreciation from the district level. We don't get the appreciation from the state, holding back pay raises and stuff like that. We just don't get that level of appreciation. But from the parents and the people that do matter, the kids, we get a ton of love. But we don't, as teachers, we don't all hold ourselves up to a high enough standard because of how we feel like we're being treated. You know what I mean? So, and that's not everybody, because here's the thing. My principal, and you know him, Mr. Harvell, like I get it. Like, he is very, like, I would use the word strict, but also our school is very good, and we have some of the best teachers there, like Miss Hamilton, my teaching partner, Miss Rodriguez, Miss Fry, like all these people. So yeah, like the fidgets thing, I'm all about it. I just now got approval from the school district to be able to wear earbuds in my ears the entire day. And I was like, thank God, because I thought they were going to try to fight me on it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I did it the right way. I send the HR lady an email saying I would like an ADA accommodation, Americans with Disabilities Act accommodation. And I gave her my diagnosis with autism and ADHD and stuff like that, and anxiety. And I said to be able to wear earbuds, noise canceling headphones or earbuds. And, you know, she asked a couple questions after that. And I told her that I had been using them already. And I just didn't, I wanted to get it formally approved. You know what I mean? And I told her, since I've been doing it currently for the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've seen the benefits. Like I haven't like been as snappy, like not necessarily mean to kids, but you know what I'm talking. You've seen it. You've seen it from me. Like it's certain things like loud noises real quick. If a kid drops their Chromebook on the floor, oh, I'm at a 20, you know what I mean? So anyways, I just got that approved and I'm so happy, and it's going to help accommodate me in the classroom and with the kids. So I'm not always like at a level 20 out of 10, you know, with my nerves being shot. So anyways, so what kind of stuff have you found to be successful for you with accommodations, like other than maybe fidgets?
Music, definitely. And distancing myself like a lot.
Yep. And which sucks because I know outside looking in, that's probably like, oh, she's just maybe like, and I don't think this, but like I'm thinking about myself. So I'll kind of switch it to my perspective. That he's just a weird kid because he wants to be by himself. You know what I mean? But that's the same thing with me. Yeah. I had friends. I had one or two very close friends. And they were friends with a lot of other people. You know what I mean? But so if my one or two close friends weren't around, like at lunch or some kind of social event or basketball game or whatever, I'm off by myself and I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah, me too.
So, and it's just, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, because I've had some students come to me here recently with that same kind of issue right now in their lives. And they were like, I want to make more friends. And so I told them, I said, here's what I want you to think about. Is it the more friends that you really want, or is it that you want more love? And my thing is like, I can get the amount of love I need from a couple people or a few people, and the other people are just there. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not that I'm being mean to them or I don't care about them, but like, I don't need them. You know what I mean? I need this close group of people so I can focus on them and I can love them and be there for them. So then that way they can be there for me. So Miss Hamilton's one of those people. I text her almost on a daily basis. When we get to work, we park side by side and we walk in together and stuff like that. So it's really cool. So with saying that, like your friends, so you texted me a few of their names and I remember most of them. And I'll probably have to confirm a couple things on some other ones. But so who's like your real tight group right now?
Right now, there's another girl I didn't tell you about, and I just remembered it. She is new to the school this year. Okay. I believe. Her name's Valentina.
So who is this?
She I don't remember where she came. Oh, she came from Penelope. She moved because of something with her mom. Okay. I think. And that's one. I also talked to the same people I did back then. And while you're looking that up, while you're going through it and stuff like that, I'm gonna pull up on the TV those pictures you sent me. Yeah. So then that way, you can tell me who each person is and stuff like that, because I love to put a picture with a name or a face with a name. So let's see if I can get this going. All right, here we go. That's awesome. How'd you do that?
It's one of the lucky things that not lucky things, but here's the thing. Like, so it's for it's Roku or whatever. It's just a Roku TV or the little thing, because Hunter loves Roku. So we got it for him, but then when I started messing with it, I can screen share from my iPhone really easily to it. So all right, so we'll start. Like, this is you at the dance, right?
Yeah, that's the dance.
Okay. So I remember that. We talked about that. So this is a long time ago.
That was so long ago.
I was looking through your mom's Facebook.
I think I have one of Alani. Do you remember Alani?
Yeah, no, I remember her.
I think I have the same dance too.
Okay. Now I'm going to look and then, this one you sent me, right?
Okay, that's me and Lily.
Okay.
Suggs.
Lily Suggs. Okay. Oh, that's Lily?
Yeah, that's Lily.
Wow.
That was at that dance.
Wow. Okay. So that is Lily. I see it now. It's just her hair's like, it's straightened and it's like really, it's contouring to her face or whatever. It's kind of real close to her face. So I couldn't quite make out like
her hair is still like curly, but she had straightened her.
Oh my gosh. So her sister Addie, Addison Suggs. So we hugged like me and you used to hug in the hallways. Like at least 4 or 5 times a day, she comes up to me, hugs me. I pick on her brother, Kason. And it's really cool. So that is awesome. That's Lily. All right. And then who's that?
That is Valentina.
That's Valentina? Okay, so here's what I was going to say. And you said Valentina. There's a student that I had in class. She's in the same grade as you. Gabby?
Valentino.
Okay. So
and yes, I'm still friends with them.
Okay. So Gabby. So I love Gabby to death. I saw her. I believe she was at the quinceañera. She was at Alani's quinceañera with you. So I remember talking to her that night, and she was talking about doing art and stuff like that. And then I went to go find her on Instagram, and it was Valentino. So as soon as you said Valentina, I was like, oh, I think I know who that is. But then it's different. It's a different person.
I don't have any pictures with Valentina.
Okay. Well, cool. So this is Valentina. She's from Penelope.
She's from Penelope.
Okay, cool. So
Miss Hafer.
Okay, Miss Hafer. Yeah, sorry. It's because I forgot to turn the pictures, so I'm having to look at them sideways. So yeah, I know Miss Hafer.
Amorous.
Amorous. So I saw this picture. I see her in public all the time, but like the name, because it's a different name than we're used to. It's not like a Samantha or a Rob or a John or something like that. Amorous. So I just couldn't remember exactly how she said her name. So Amorous. Awesome. I do remember her. She gave me a lot of like she didn't give me trouble, but she gave me sass when she was in my class. And I love it.
She still does. And we're not really friends, but we were chilling that day. So I decided to, I was taking selfies in class, and she was just like, oh yeah, I'll pose for him. I was like, oh, okay.
I gotcha. And then there's my girl.
Alani.
I love Alani to death.
I love her. She's my bestie.
I love her to death, and I love you to death too. But like, you said, you're asking me earlier, oh, you know Alani? And I'm like, yeah, I did a couple podcast episodes with her. I think I know her. But no, I love Alani to death. She is like, she's so positive and chipper and stuff like that. I don't know if I ever saw her upset. I think I might have saw her upset in the hallway a couple times or something when she had a bad day. But I would hate to see what that bad day looks like. You know what I mean? Because she's outgoing and happy and love. But I know that that's also me. And when I have a bad day, I'm really bad. Okay. Yeah.
Eli's awkward now.
He was awkward before.
No, he's more awkward now.
I mean, I think Alani, what did she say? Said that he would look like a what? Oh, what kind of dog? A pit bull because he's ugly.
Yes. I found Serenity gave me this one a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's really cool. All right, look at the background. I'm looking at trying to see who it all is. Okay, that is an old one. All right, so who's this?
That is Angie.
So was she in middle school here?
She's in Covington now.
Oh, okay.
Same grade, but in Covington.
But did she go to middle school in Hillsboro? Like, should I know her?
No.
Okay, because I felt bad because I saw her and I'm like, I don't remember her.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Who's this?
That's Audrey.
Audrey
Ryder.
Okay. All right. It took me a second. It did.
I'm friends with her now.
Okay.
It's just me.
There's you.
I sent you a few pictures of me.
Is that Led Zeppelin on your shirt?
No, that's this shirt. But
AC/DC.
I was wearing the Led Zeppelin shirt yesterday.
That's what it was. I saw a picture of you. Okay. I like that picture. I used that as a sticker yesterday. There's Xander.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so
he's the current boyfriend.
And this is Case. No. Landon. Cater. Potato. Nolan. See, I was so close. I had kind of like, I wasn't close at all.
Where'd you get Casey?
I don't know. Like, because I knew it was like a 5-letter word. I'll be honest with you. I knew in my head it was a 5-letter name. Mm-hmm. So I was just trying to say names that like I think I've heard recently that have 5 letters. Isn't that weird how my mind works that I knew his name was 5 letters? I swear to God I did. That's why if you listen to the names, Landry, Kaysen, I was saying 5-letter names. That's so weird. Anyway, so what's on his shirt? What is that? Is that like a logo for a business or something?
Yes, I believe it is.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was something like special. Like I know like a lot of kids and especially you, like you have sentimentality in the stuff that you wear and you like putting stuff out. Okay. So is he country?
Yes, okay. He's very cowboy.
Okay. Did they have a ranch or something like that or a farm?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know my grandpa owns a lot of land, so we'd take him out there. He'd be having a ball. Yeah, he loves it out there. I yell at him because he put on black skinny jeans over cowboy boots. No.
That's a no-no, I guess. Mm-mm. I don't know. Like, I can't wear cowboy boots anymore. He pulled them
over the cowboy boots, and it was awful.
So you can see like the outline of this squished boot in the pants. Man,
I was like, tuck your pants in. And
yeah,
he's like, no, my mama yelled at me for that. I was like, I'm gonna yell at you for this.
Yeah. I don't know what the solution to that would be. Would tuck them in, probably tuck them in. Cause like if you can't go home and change or whatever, or if that's the only jeans you have, cause I get that. I mean, I only have generally one or two different kind of jeans in my closet. Especially when I was a kid, I had like one pair of jeans. But man, like, I don't know what I would do in that. Maybe cut the sides of them, but then your mom gets mad because you cut the jeans. Yeah. I don't know.
He got the pants just to match with me though.
There you go.
Yeah, he's cute like that.
No, that's cool. I like that. I'm trying to be matchy with Hunter. Like, so now whenever I buy a t-shirt, like I bought this one. I didn't buy him one. I don't know why I didn't, but hold on.
That's funny. Oh, I love that shirt.
So I got it for a couple different reasons. So I got it because Miss Hamilton, you know, she teaches English or whatever, and I knew that she would appreciate it because it's Dr. Seuss theme. But then it says 1 fish, 2 fish, dead fish, new fish.
I love that.
So when your fish dies, you just flush it down the toilet and you get another fish. That's how my childhood was. It's just like, he died. You'll be all right. There's more out there.
Yeah.
I think that's how my dating relationships in school went.
Oh, wow.
Except for they didn't die. They just broke up with me. I was looking at the name of people and stuff like that. So Ashlyn Handy?
Yes.
Okay, so I love Ashlyn to death. I truly do. I stopped
talking to her for a while, but then we started talking again, and we're still best friends.
No, I get it. 100%. I love her to death. Like, I had her in math class as well. I had Serenity too, so I didn't see a picture of Serenity on there, but
no, I don't have any pictures of Serenity.
So I love Serenity to death. Leah, which Leah is that?
Devore.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Leah. Leah. I always mess this up because I've got Leahs and Leah. It's Leah. I know it's Leah DeVore, but like there's another one that's in high school that's Leah, I think. And I always say, that's what it is. I'm just not smart.
I'm friends
it's
with
okay.
her too.
I'm not smart. It's okay. But Gunner, I love Gunner to death. I did the podcast with him too. He's super cool.
Yes.
He's so like, and here's the thing. I remember having y'all in class my very first year of teaching in 6th grade math. Right. So you had Miss Slayton during the first block. And then at the end of the day, during 8th period, because Coach Ferris was the other math teacher, he had to go like coach and stuff like that. So I would go and cover the other half of that class for about 55 minutes. And I remember you sat with Gunner a lot. I remember that, that class was full and that room was so tiny. It was so tiny. Layla was in there. A lot of those kids. Alex was in there. He had a permanent desk outside because I kicked him out all the time.
He started rapping. I
know. So I'm gonna move past Alex real quick because I think that we could stay on that forever. So Alex was in there. Man, everybody was in there. I'm trying to think of all the ones. Edward was in there.
Yeah.
Because I remember he would rile Alex up sometimes. And everybody was in there. That was such a unique group of kids. And then I got to have you again in 7th grade because, right?
I was so happy
about that. I did, right? Yeah, I knew that I did. So I had you 6th grade, 2019. And then the next year, 2020, 2021, I had you as 7th grade. And that was the year of the masks. Ugh, that was horrible. I had you then, and I had all them other ones that was on that list. So Damari, I remember Damari. He's gotten taller.
He's so tall now. So tall.
I love his dad.
He's still the same, and he's so funny.
Yeah, he's funny. Like here's the thing. Like he knows this, but like he can be socially awkward. You know what I mean? Like so can I. So can you. Like, but I love that about him. You know what I mean? Because he embraces it and he's goofy about it. So I love that. And I always have loved that about him.
I don't think we talk as often, but we're still like friends.
Yeah, absolutely. So, oh man, I miss that group of kids, man. So like, I want to talk about the chocolate milk because I put that on there because I like, and you're probably like, why did he put chocolate milk on there? Well, I have a reason.
I knew exactly why.
But like, so whenever I asked you yesterday or the day before, I said, what's your absolute favorite drink? Because that's something I like to do is try to find that drink for when you come on.
Probably chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
And you're like, what? I mean, I understand that, but what?
Like, so when someone says your absolute favorite drink, chocolate milk to me is like, okay, in the morning, maybe I get that, but not throughout the day.
No, I would drink it anytime.
Oh my gosh.
I love chocolate milk.
No, I get it.
I had it this morning too.
Yeah, I get it. So here's the thing that I hate that I found out about myself is I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh.
So like I always never put 2 and 2 together when I would drink milk and have milk.
Ooh,
I didn't feel good.
Free and they're actually really good.
Yeah, I might have to do that. But like, so now I can't eat ice cream anymore and stuff like that. It's bad. Like it's like acid type stuff. It just tears me up. So no, chocolate milk, I get that. Like I wish I could drink it because yes, it does sound good. Like opening a Borden, shake that Borden up and just down that chocolate milk. That sounds really good because because already mixed chocolate milk tastes different than like when you mix it yourself with like the Hershey syrup. Sometimes I like the Hershey syrup more. Sometimes I like the pre-mixed chocolate milk before. Which one do you like better? Like the ones you mix and make yourself?
I like to mix it because I can make it how I like it for the moment.
You can make it as strong as you want or whatever.
As I want. Yeah. But my mom bought like just a gallon of chocolate milk, so I was drinking that. Yeah. And I thought that was really good because I haven't had it in a while.
Yeah. So have you ever had chocolate milk and cereal?
I have.
Oh my gosh, that sounds good. That sounds so good. Maybe like with Cocoa Puffs, or maybe like that would be like double chocolate cereal. Yeah, Cookie Crisp.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. But see, I can't, man. I might have to find, like you saying, the lactose-free chocolate milk or whatever.
I can ask my mom later, and I'll send you the brand.
Picture. Yeah. That's what I would love to do.
Because my brother Alex, he gained it, I guess. He
it developed or stirred up more. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I think mine was kind of like stagnant for a while, like when I was younger, and then it got worse as I got older, just being more intolerant to it and stuff. So all right, so I put on the bottom, actually I didn't write any of this, you can clearly tell because you've seen me in math class that I can't write like this, but Melinda wrote this. So like you I think you texted me, I think it was yesterday, the day before, and then like I was see, that's the thing, time. Like you were talking about, you can't remember what you did a week ago or something. I can't remember what I did last night. That's so like, it's just, it's normal.
It's just because I was just looking at the messages like this morning. So that's why I remember.
Okay. But like you were talking about your friends and stuff like that. And then like something was mentioned. I don't know if I was asking you or you told me or whatever that like y'all still talk about me or whatever.
You asked if, you said that I miss y'all.
Yes.
I said that we miss you too. We talk about you all the time.
Yes. So
we do.
Man, like
I miss you so much.
I miss y'all too. Like I truly do. So, all right. So I don't ever want anybody to tell me something that's not true, but I feel like that I don't get a chance to talk to kids a lot that I used to have in class. How would you relate me to, like every teacher you ever had? How would you relate me to every math teacher you ever had? Like kind of like, and I'm fine with the truth because I already know Miss Hamilton 100%. I love her and she's a different kind of person. But I'm just kind of curious, like.
You were the best math teacher I've had. You worked well with me, better than anyone ever could, especially now since we don't have a geometry teacher. We're using a website. We're all mad and failing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I appreciate
Especially
that.
Because you took the time to like sit with me after school and like tell me what needed to be fixed.
I remember that.
Yes.
Wow.
That's when I met Madison.
Oh my gosh, I remember now. Like I did not remember you used to stay after school and we'd go over stuff. I didn't remember that until you just said it, and now it's all flooding back. I do remember it. I absolutely remember it.
Oh wow. So much fun with y'all.
No, that is so cool. I remember. Yes, girl.
Yes.
I remember you after school because Madison would just be running around or doing her own thing or whatever, hiding, or she'd just be goofy.
We would be goofing around together and then I'd do my work.
I think that was when I had the beanbag chair in my room. Was that when I had a big brown beanbag in there or no? Might not have been. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Okay. Because I remember I had one for like a year or something like that. And I thought Madison would just go over there and hide in the beanbag chair or something.
Yes, that was.
Okay.
You had it for at least part of when I was there.
Yep. No, yeah, I remember now because I feel bad. But no, I'm not going to say it. Other than, man, I came up to the school in the evening one time when the school was closed to kind of do something in my room, and then somebody else was like enjoying my beanbag chair. Like when I wasn't, I was like, okay, this is awkward. So, anyways, yeah. So no, I remember that, girl. I remember you being there, and I remember talking with you, and I remember like how your eyes would light up when Madison would get there. Like I remember, and you would always like you were there to do some work and stuff like that. But like, and I think it was your ADHD. It's just like Madison. Other things would be you'd have to look up and you'd have to see what's going on, and she was a lot going on. Yeah. I remember that. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't know. I remember y'all really well, and Y'all were my first group of kids. Y'all really were. Like as far as that honors group of sixth grade kids, that's the only sixth graders that I taught. But I taught a lot of y'all that year, and I taught a lot of you the next year. Yeah. So 2 years in a row. I'll tell you this though. I'm very self-aware of how I used to be as a teacher, like when I taught y'all, and I know how different I am now. I think you would be shocked at how different I am now in class.
Ooh.
Like I don't, it's just like I don't get really upset because I'm able to like vent it a little bit at a time instead of letting it build up. But then I'm still just as passionate. Like I'm more like joking around and like, especially with the boys. You
haven't changed too much.
Yeah. Especially I'll do it with the boys a lot. When I say I'll do it with the boys a lot, like I'll wait till like they're raising their hand. And I'll go by and go,
yes.
And they're always like, did he just tickle me? Man, I'm not weird. I'm not.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. So, all right. So, like how old are you?
I'm 15. I'll be turning 16 in May.
That's what I was gonna say. Cause like I couldn't remember. So you're one of the younger ones in your grade.
Yeah. But that's just because my birthday comes after the school year.
Yep. So I was the second or third youngest in my grade. I was my birthday's in July. So I graduated 17 years old. So you'll graduate 17 years old, depending on when the May graduation or whatever. So I don't even know when graduation is, to be honest with you. I don't know at all.
Nope. Don't
I think I'll go to this one just because this group of kids were my students, you know, Landon, Tucker. I don't want to go through the names because I know I'm going to leave out a ton of people.
That's okay.
But I just talked to Landon the other day. So anyways, I think I'm going to go to this one. Good. Yeah. Like he's always very respectful with me. Yeah. Like I just never, like I always wanted him to be more like kind of joking, friendish type thing. But and he's always very professional. He I asked him a question. I think it was yesterday, the day before. And then he was like, no, sir, you're good or something. But like, he addresses me as sir, you know what I mean? Yes. So it's just, it's different for me because
he's one of those children that were raised with 100% manners.
Yeah, no, I get it. And that's the thing. It's like, I love that about him, but also I love that the other day you whenever I texted you or whatever, you addressed me as Rob. And I thought that was really cool. You know what I mean? Because like, I'm not all about, like, oh, you've got to give me respect and call me Mr. Ennis and stuff like that. Well, here's the thing. If you're my student in my class because that's that atmosphere, then yes.
I never did that in class.
Yes.
But because my mom knows you, I know you as Rob.
Yes, absolutely. Because that's how she refers to me and stuff like that. She's not going to call me Mr. Ennis.
I've always known you as Rob. And I just used Mr. Ennis while we were teaching.
Absolutely.
And I even tried getting your Facebook that year. I remember it. I really was trying to get your Facebook while I was still your student, and you were like, "No, you have to wait." So that's one thing that's changed about me. So like, and I say that. So yes, I said no back then because that was my first or second or third year teaching. Yeah. I'm still a new teacher, and there's certain things that they said, you shouldn't do this as teachers or whatever. I had to get to the point where I'm still like that. I still won't accept like requests and stuff like that for students that I have if I don't know their parents. But if I know their parents and I built that relationship with them, then that's no different than like a niece or a nephew of mine that I'm friends with on Facebook, because I'm never going to post anything that I wouldn't care if anybody in the entire world saw. You know what I mean? I'm public with all of my stuff. I don't want to have anyone question anything that I'm doing because that's not how I want to live my life. I want to be free and not worried about what people think. So but no, I remember that. I do. And I felt bad because like, I know that you cared. No, I completely understood. And it's like, I understand. And then I tried for years after. And like, I recently you accepted it. I was like, oh my God, he remembered.
Yes. And the thing is too, with this one is that my old Facebook account, it got, it got, man, what's the word that they used? Not disabled.
Canceled.
Disabled. Canceled, disabled. Something like basically, about a year or so ago, I started forwarding news articles about teacher pay in Texas and how the governor doesn't care about pushing it through to give teachers a pay raise. So when I started doing that, I started getting notifications from Facebook that said that they weren't okay with me posting that kind of stuff. And I was like, really? And they made me read these terms and conditions and show me where I signed or acknowledged them on my phone like 2 years ago, where it said that they can cancel anybody's account for any reason if they decide that it goes against something they don't like politically or something. So they warned me, and I backed off for a little bit, and then I did it again when a special session went on, and they literally disabled my account just like that. I tried to fight it, to appeal it. I went through the appeal process, and a week later they said they deny my appeal, and I can no longer be associated with Facebook with that account. I was like, are you serious? So I had to open a new Facebook account. I had to use my full name instead of Rob. And I haven't hooked up my phone number to it, because if I do, it will flag me to that other account and it will cancel me again. So I've only had this one for a few months. So yes, whenever I saw you on there, I was like, absolutely. Absolutely. So cool. Oh my gosh. Like, my nerves are a little bit shot because I know that I'm a chatty Cathy.
You got it. So
I should know that, because Kathy is my mother-in-law's name, and I love her to death. She's awesome, Catherine. Anyways, so what have we not talked about? That's something you wanted to talk about, or what's something that you're curious about? Because like I said, I'm an open book. It's just, I think sometimes I don't get the opportunity to talk to people as much as I'd like.
How did you really focus when you were in school dealing with like ADHD and everything? Because I am having difficulty recently.
So, man, wow, you had to ask that question.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you everything, but like, I hadn't planned on this. So I was diagnosed with ADHD whenever I was 39 or 40 years old. When I was in school, and I didn't learn this until after I was diagnosed a couple years ago when my mom told me. But when I was in third grade, the teacher notified my parents that I should get tested for ADHD or for anything. Just get tested to see something, because my lack of focus and my inability to sit still and stuff like that. So my parents at the time, and it was a time when to get a label on a kid you'd be frowned upon as like a family. So for whatever reason, whether it be for that reason or they feared what I would be like on medicine that they've heard bad things about, because Adderall and stuff like that hadn't always had the best viewpoint,
because that can be abused.
Yes, it can. So they didn't get me tested. I went through, I can't remember any of my I can't remember anything before sixth grade. Sixth grade, I moved to Hillsboro, and I was a C student. I never got a B. I never got an A. I maybe got a couple B's, but I was a C student the whole time. And I never was good at school. I remember, I think I've told y'all this when you were in my class, that I failed English in high school. Like, I failed as my senior year, my first semester, I failed English. One of the only students in my entire grade that failed it. So my mom had to get me signed up for the next semester with a different teacher and just so I could pass and graduate. You know what I mean? So I was not good in school. And I know now that, because I was hard on myself for the majority of my life, thinking that I was just lazy. I didn't have enough effort. I didn't care. I was stupid. That was my biggest thing, is I made myself convince myself that I was just dumb. And that's the reason why I couldn't do good. And my sister, Christy, she got A's and B's, mostly A's. She was just smart and I was just dumb. So I did horrible. I did horrible in college. I barely graduated college. I've got the lowest GPA out of any teacher in the entire Hillsboro School District. Out of like 150, 200 and something teachers, I have the lowest GPA out of every one of them with a college degree. And I say that proud because I had stuff against me and I still pushed through and I was able to finish. But now that I have been diagnosed and I have been on medicine with ADHD, I've accepted why I wasn't good. And I know I'm not dumb because the test scores of my students show otherwise. Like whenever we when we outperform every school anywhere close to us, almost every school in the entire state of Texas, we outperform them. I know it's not because I'm dumb. It's because I couldn't focus. And now my passion is y'all. And I want to do y'all the best service I possibly can. You lost it? I know. It's because I kept talking. I knew you had it about 30 seconds ago. And then I knew that once it got to you, you would have that like nervous, like, oh, it's on me now. What was it? What was it? Yeah, I get it. So here's what I'm going to help you through this. I'm going to help you through this because I do this with my students now, and I feel like it's very effective. Okay, so we're going to walk back through this, and we're gonna catch it. So I ended with talking about how my passion is on y'all, and then like that's what I feel like I owe you that service. Before that, I was talking about being hard on myself, and you got it.
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, see, told you it worked.
I'm also very hard on myself, even though I know what it is. I know that I'm smart. Like, I know I am. And my grades show that. But I'm just kind of unmotivated, and that's probably because of my depression getting worse. No, it left.
No, you're fine. You're just like having a hard time being motivated. And you're talking about sometimes your depression comes into that and stuff like that. So here's what I would say. Because I was told a lot that I was lazy when I was a kid, and that was my issue.
Yeah.
You have to switch your mindset from thinking that someone is lazy to what you said, hard to be motivated.
Yes.
It's not that we're lazy. It's not that we're not willing to do the task or anything like that. It's that we're wired differently, that we just can't say we need to get up and do this. We need something like I think of it as like this, you know, those machines that the AEDs or whatever that they shock your heart. I think of it as like that. I know the task is here. I know I need to get it done. All I need is, except for turn that AED to the very lowest setting, I just need something to go and then like, oh, okay, I'm ready to go. Yeah. That's what we need. And it's hard because we have to convince other people that it's not laziness.
Yes.
Because they tend to judge.
I have so much difficulty with that. And my mom gets mad because like I'm not doing much. Yeah. But along with my depression and just being so unmotivated, like I don't really do anything. And everything I used to like to do, I just don't. Like I don't read anymore. And you know how I loved to read.
Yeah, I do.
I'm trying to do it again, but trying to work through it still.
Yeah. So now I 100% get it. There's Hunter. Hunter, hi. Are you helping Mama with groceries? Oh, Lord. So now I get it. I 100% get it. I think that, and I've known your mom for a long time now. I know that she loves all of her kids. I know she loves you to death. She's always talking about you. Aww. Always talking about you. Every time I see her, every time on Facebook or whatever. And it means a lot to me. So I know that you're lucky in the sense that you have that you have her and the rest of your family in your life to help support you.
I didn't know that she talked about me so much. She kind of doesn't really show it to us.
No, I get it. Yeah.
But it's good to know.
It's good. No, yeah, it's good. And I don't know if this question, and if she doesn't want me asking it, I'll apologize and I'll cut it out or whatever. But like, is by chance does she have ADHD or have anything?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, okay, yeah. She cool with probably like us talking about that or? Okay, I'm just asking.
It's because I got it from her, so it's
there. You go. So that's what I was kind of getting to, is that it's highly, it's not 100%, but it's highly genetic. ADHD, autism, depression, they're highly genetic.
That reminds me of what I was going to say. Autism. My mom thinks that I may have a form of it.
I agree.
Asperger's.
I agree. So like, and it used to be called Asperger's. Yes. It used to be, and like, because that was more of a defined type of autism. Right now, it's just, they call it's a spectrum, but there's 3 different classifications, and I've learned them, and I had to accept mine for what mine is. I'm a level 1 autistic. A level 1 means low support needs. So low support needs, as an example, are fidgets, headphones, being able to communicate openly, to express my feeling inside instead of letting it bottle up. So having that safe person there, like my wife, to listen to me when I need her to. Those are low support needs. There's level 2, which is high support needs, right? So that's what Hunter is. Hunter's high support needs. He can't fully string sentences together, have a conversation. He more mimics what sounds and noises and words that he hears. Plus, we still struggle a little bit with like potty training and stuff like that, and feeling safe when we're in public for him to get too far away from us. So he's level 2. And then there's level 3. I love him to death. He's helping so much with the groceries. That's something he does, and I love it. And then there's level 3 autistic, and that is maximum support needs.
Yes.
I know that, and I think that some of the students still go to the high school, but
they do.
The ones that were at the junior high that's in the life skills class,
I sit next to them at lunch.
Right.
Like I sit with that entire group.
Right. So that's awesome, because some of them are high school age and they can't talk.
Yeah. I've seen it.
And they need sometimes someone to help guide them when they're walking in the hallways from classroom to classroom or stuff like that, right? Or to be there to support them if something was to go wrong at all times. So those are maximum support needs. Hunter was diagnosed with level 3 whenever he was 3 years old. So he was maximum support needs, but with the amazing help from the people at the intermediate and Melinda, and I'm not going to take a ton of the credit, but myself and our family and people around him, he's been able to progress so much that if they were to diagnose him again, it would be level 2. So anyway, and here's the thing. You said it, and I'm not a doctor, but I truly believe that, and I think you'll agree, once you see someone like you can pick it out pretty easy. So I would say this: whenever you said that your mom thinks that you could have a form of autism as Asperger's, that's what they would classify me as back before they have the new ratings and stuff like that. So I would say this: I think that you do too, just because I know everything that they test on. I know everything that they look at, and I know all the different characteristics and what they call symptoms of autism. And I've known you for a long time, and you exhibit a lot of those characteristics. But here's the thing. At any time, like, you can be tested and stuff like that. Usually it's easier in school to be tested because it's free than it is. Like for me, I had to go through like an outside service through my insurance. But if that's not something that you feel like that you need, I needed it for validation. I needed something to explain why I've not been able to effectively live life like everyone else in the world. So I needed it for me. So if you don't need it, then whatever, you know what I mean? Then that's great.
Think that my baby brother is autistic, but like level 1.
Yeah.
And ADHD. It's very very clear with that one.
Yes, and it's very common. So like when I got diagnosed, they said that it's almost impossible not to get a diagnosis of ADHD if you get a diagnosis of autism. It's like almost guaranteed, because they are they're the whole family. That's why we call it neurodivergent, and they're all in that because it's a family. It's all tied together pretty much. So no, like I think that if that's something that you want to pursue to look into, then, and if your parents support it and you want to do it, then you should. But at the same time, it's just going to help you for a peace of mind, help maybe explain some stuff that you need answers to.
Funny enough, I was watching Criminal Minds and how Spencer Reed has
autism.
And I was thinking about it like, wait, some of this, like, this kind of looks like me. I was like, wait, do I? And so I went and talked to my mom, was like, wait, because we had already been talking about like getting my brother tested. It was like, maybe we should get me tested. And she's like, no, it's okay. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, it's one of those things. Y'all just need to talk about it, whatever. But I would say this. And I think that when I say some of these stuff, it's going to really, that's cool. I think it's really going to resonate with you. Some ADHD things. So if you practice how to talk in certain situations that are upcoming, or prepare yourself for what could happen in different scenarios that's about to come up, that is very common with autism. Very, very common. I've been doing that for years. Yes. So I was literally sitting in the shower just imagining what was going to go on. I do it every day.
People watching is also another thing, because we people watch not because we're trying to be nosy, but we're trying to figure out what it looks like to experience certain emotions and stuff like that. So that way we can build a mask that looks like that. Whenever someone gives me that feeling, I can just, or someone says something, I think that I should look a certain way, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. It means so much to me. And it's like, it's not that I didn't feel that way. It's just, that's what I saw someone else do. So I think that's what I'm supposed to look like. So that's a common thing with autism. I call it, what was it they called it when they diagnosed me? Camouflage. Like I'm super high on the scale of being able to camouflage my autistic traits. Social, like Melinda just took the kids to Six Flags last summer, and I couldn't go. Like I couldn't go because it's just too much for me.
Yeah.
Especially with Hunter, but it would just be too much for me. Social settings, like big crowds, is not a good thing at all for people with autism. Not necessarily loud noises, all loud noises, because if I've got my headphones on listening to Tupac or listening to Post Malone or something like that, I can have it on the highest volume and I'll be fine with that. But if I'm in the classroom and a student drops their expo lid marker on the floor and it goes tink, 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 like I will lose my mind. And it's not that I will like rip their head off. I will literally have to stop and just like breathe, because it's that such of a sharp noise just threw my emotions and threw my nervous system off.
Imagine when you turn on the TV in where like the front room of my house, it still makes that really loud like ringing noise. And I'm just like,
oh man, yes. I was talking to Justin Gibson the other day, and his is like, you know, when you go in Walmart and they're cooking the chicken in the back and then the alarm goes off when it's like done, that noise too. That noise does it. Mine is like when students drop a Chromebook on the ground. It's not necessarily just because of the exact sound it makes. It's the sound that I know what just happened.
Yes.
That you just dropped a $200 computer on the ground and there's a good chance the screen is shattered.
That bothers me too. And I'm just like,
yeah. And like, I know if I turn around and look at it, I'm going to look at the kid's face. And if he's laughing, I'm going to rip him apart and say, oh, this is funny that you're dropping a $200 computer. Yes. Like, so I have to just breathe and not look for a second and then look and be like, dude, come on, man. Like, take better care of your stuff. And then they'll come up with an excuse. Oh, I just accidentally knocked it off. I'll be like, guess what? I didn't accidentally knock off my MacBook today. So take some ownership. Do better next time. You know what I mean? So like, and that's what I try to put back on them. It's like, hey, I don't hate you in any sense from what happened with the Chromebook. It could have been an accident, but learn from it and do better next time. So that way it doesn't happen again. It doesn't mean accidents can't happen. It just means don't keep repeating them.
Yeah. See, I work better with just random objects, stimming with them.
Yes.
Than I do fidget.
Yes. I get it.
It's just better for me.
Yeah, I get it. And like they're more readily available, like where you don't have to reach to find the certain one you're looking for. Like you have the hair tie, you have, you know, you have your rings to twirl or whatever, your hair clip.
I'm spinning my rings even when I don't notice it. Like I'm just always like.
Yeah, so this one I've not used before, but it's like a little spinner thing.
I know that they make anxiety rings, and those are actually pretty cool.
Yes.
I don't have my brothers with me right now, and they work very well, and it does. I've seen my boyfriend do it, and he's just sitting there playing with it, spinning it, and I'm just like, that's entertaining to me. So.
It is. Like, it's just, it's so soothing. All right, so what else? Because I know we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about all the stuff on the list. What is something else that you wanted to talk about? You're good. No, you're good. Trust me, I've taken off my hat plenty of times to try to wipe the sweat because these lights are so hot.
No, I don't really. I took off my jacket just in case.
Yeah. All right. So what you got?
I don't really know. Has anything really changed since we've last seen each other?
I mean, not a whole bunch other than like stuff we've talked about today, just with me. Hunter's gotten so much better. Micah, my son, he graduated high school back in December. So he's working now. Yeah, my oldest son, Micah.
I totally forgot.
I understand. So like we get him every other weekend. He's 17, he lives in Whitney with his mom, and he's working at Brookshire's. So he just went to Six Flags yesterday. I was talking about Six Flags. He just drove. Oh my gosh! So he drove by himself. Not by himself, but like him and his cousin Ethan. He went with Ethan Payton. So Ethan is his cousin. Yeah, they're my nephews. Ethan Payton and Cohen Payton. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he drove Ethan and him to Six Flags from this area, from Whitney or Hillsborough area. And then he drove back last night around 7:30 or something like that. So it was like super nerve wracking. He's 17 years old, you know. Yes. But he's so much more mature than I am. Yeah. Like I like anybody that's lived in Hillsborough that knew me when I was a kid, I wrecked so many cars before I turned 18, so many cars that no one would trust me driving. So he's really good. Anyways.
I mean, you seem to do pretty well now.
Yeah. I gotta find some wood. Knock on every kind of wood that I can. All right, girl. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming on. I truly do. This has been really fun for me, and I know that we're gonna stay in touch again. I promise not to blow up your phone too much, but if I find something interesting I want to share with you, then I'll make sure to send it over.
We're gonna be. Oh, my mom. I think my mom just texted me. Hold on.
Yeah. No, you're good. Hunter, come here, bud. Hunter, come here. Hey, come here. Hey, come over here. Come right here.
She is literally watching the live, and she's like, the chocolate milk for Rob is Fairlife.
Fairlife? Hey, look, Hunter, say hi.
Say hi.
Wave. Hey, did you go to Walmart? Were you good or bad? Hey, were you good or bad?
Good.
You were good? Hey, what'd you get from Walmart?
Mac and cheese.
And what else?
One.
One what?
Mac and cheese to cook.
Mac and cheese and cook. All right, hey, I love you. Look, hey, go tell Sam hi. Go tell Sam hi.
Pot.
He wants to get a pot out so she can make mac and cheese. Well, hey, I really appreciate you coming on. We'll talk. We'll keep in touch and stuff like that. And thank you very much. Let's hug. Can we hug?
Yes.
Okay. I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Ready, set, go bananas.